welcome to another episode of Gas Network presents Sports for the Culture.
I'm here with the fan.
Price XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Malo,
Gruff Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
Just the greatest sports show on the planet. La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say. Let's get it. We back. It's your favorite panel in the world. Gas presents Sports for the Culture, man. We got a whole bunch of stuff to get into tonight. And who better to get into these topics with than the gang, man? Start with the bottom right. Introduce yourself.
Hey, man, you know who it is, your boy Young Rome 22. We're going to talk a little NBA lottery tonight. We're going to talk a little NBA playoffs. We got the Western Conference Finals going. The Eastern Conference Finals about to start. I know my man Scruff is hurt. The Sixers ain't make it, but yeah, we got lots to get into, man. We got lots to get into. So let's get it, man. If you new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You're going to enjoy tonight's show.
Yeah, man. Let's get into them Sixers. We'll start with them Sixers early, man. We'll get them out the way early for Scruff, man. We won't save it to the end. But yeah, we got a whole bunch to talk about that. So let's kick it to him, man. Top left, introduce yourself.
What up, man? Scruff Line, good ass sports, man. Heartbreak Hotel, bro. On Sunday, checked in early in the third quarter. Oh man. But all I'll say is, shout out to the NBA lottery. This is where the dreams begin. If you will. I used to quote Meek Mill. I used to pray for times like this, to grind like this, or what they say. So we grinded. We had our lottery picks. We had our swings, our misses. Shout out to the guys that's here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guys that's here. Shout out to, you don't ever know when you're going to get a Victor. You might get a Victor Wembanyama. You might get a Ben Simmons. You might get a Markelle Fultz. You know what I'm saying? It all starts in the lottery, man. It's all about hopes.
Oh, man. How they come down from their high horse. How they're shot down from their high horse, man. It hurts me. It pains me to see it. It pains me to see my brother so high in the sky last week, man. And then his brother G supporting him in his great feelings that he was feeling.
Oh, I was. I did say the Sixers were gonna win.
You became a Sixers fan for the day.
I did.
I got the tape for you, man.
Holy Jesus, that's true. Yo,
last but not least, bottom left, introduce.
Besides the bum ass Sixers losing, the fucking Knicks lost too. I'm happy. I was just sad it couldn't be in 5, but I had a great weekend overall. Besides, fuck, I did pick the Sixers.
Yeah, you fucked up, G. And not only did you pick them, you picked them real loud, bro.
I did.
It's all right, dog, because the good mister predicted this for y'all, man. See, the good mister makes predictions, so the NPCs don't have to worry about thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been walking around. I'm out here in Delaware right now. I'm in a random state right now, and I'm walking around. I'm looking around at the streets, at the sidewalks. There's a whole lot of non-player characters out here, man, walking into the walls. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get them on the right path, bro. The NPCs is crazy, yo. Hey, if you hit a red light, bro, and it turns green, and somebody honks their horn at you, the moment it turns green, just know there's an NPC driving behind you, bro. All right, they're not thinking; they just reacting, bro. Instant reactions. But let's get into it, man. Let's start with the Sixers. Let's get it out the way for Scruff. I ain't trying to hold on to this pain for my boy. And let's start off with this very first comment before we get into the game, bro. I like this comment. Sixers. Shout out to Ricardo Nash. Sixers need to go get my boy Dame Dollar. Hey, for a second, I thought the Dame Dollar was about to get with Wembanyama tonight. With the Sixers and Dame, that shit sound good, bro. Like, and when the Sixers got Harden, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, bro. Because I felt like Harden and Embiid, not that they're the same player, they're totally different players, but they get their buckets similarly in the clutch, bro. It's that top of the key, you know what I'm saying? Try to break you down, hold the ball for the whole damn shot clock, and then get a bucket. And I feel like Dame is kind of opposite. Early shots in the shot clock. He's taking threes as soon as he crosses half court. Bro, this could be a match made in heaven. What y'all think about Dame Dollar and Embiid. Gee, man, you an honorary Sixers fan right now, bro. Like,
I think that would be, shut your mouth, yo. Don't you speak these blasphemous shit on me, man. That's fucked up. I never disrespected you on live. You're bugging. Nah, but all jokes aside, I think the difference between James and Damian Dollar is that Damian Dollar has heart. He don't quit. He keeps it going. James Harden, he gives for some reason game sevens are not his suit. Complete opposite of Jason Tatum. James Harden in the playoff is booty cheeks. And with Dame Dollars, you'll literally have that one player that has heart. So when Embiid ain't giving it, you for sure know that Dame is. Shit, remember when he did to Kawhi Leonard and fucking Paul George?
yeah, no, good point. And like it was wild, bro. And we going to get in a little more about Embiid and the Sixers. It was wild seeing Embiid say like, "Hey, me and James Harden can't do it on our own," right? And it was almost
misquoted,
like,
though.
"What? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was in context, right? It was in context. They took a part of what he said, but he's speaking to the whole starting five and the bench. You know what I'm saying? If you were just to swap James Harden with Dame Dollar, do the Sixers have the same problem still, where Embiid feels like they need more, bro?
No,
it's funny you say that because Dame tweeted today and he said he liked the Sixers and he likes their roster.
Scrub said that like it really meant something. Like, and he likes their roster.
This Dame Dollar himself said this, man. He said he liked the Sixers and he likes their roster.
Oh wow, whoa, groundbreaking. I think Dame. This is
James
my
Harden
take
didn't like the roster. He certainly didn't like the coach. That's the reason Doc Rivers on the motherfucking unemployment line right now.
Dame fits better than James Harden for two reasons. One, I think he fits the city better. I think he fits the vibe, like G was saying, man. He's got more heart. To me, Dame Dollar like relates to the city of Philadelphia. I think that's a match made in heaven. And yeah, I think as far as it goes on the court, I think if Embiid wasn't able to carry the team or needed some games off, like you do have Dame who's proven that he can carry an entire team for one or two games, like even if it's in the playoffs. Like Dame has proven that he's that dude. Whereas I don't think James Harden has proven he's that dude in the playoffs. If James Harden's proven anything in the playoffs, is that he's gonna blow it, right? Like if he's proven anything, is that he's gonna give you absolutely nothing when it matters most. So I think it would be an upgrade.
I got a question, Rome. Has Dame Lillard ever made it further than James Harden in the playoffs?
Yes.
Has he had Embiid though?
I'll say this about Dame Lillard versus James Harden.
They made it to the same.
Oh wait, they made it to the Western Conference. Yeah, never mind.
All right, hold on, wait. So has James Harden ever? I mean, has Dame Lillard ever averaged more points in a season leading a team than James Harden?
See, I don't think the way you framing
Has
that is
That
proper.
last one was framed terribly.
Because there's a whole lot of them. Has Dame Lillard ever averaged more assists in a season leading a team than James Harden? Has Dame Lillard ever won the most valuable player of the year award in the National Basketball Association?
No.
Bro, where are we
Nah, but here's the thing though about Dame.
Has James Harden? When was the last time Dame played with as much talent as James Harden? James Harden goes from nice squad to nice squad.
I got a question though. Where are we coming up with this whole narrative? Because it's a narrative. Y'all ain't saying it outright, but it's definitely a narrative. This whole Dame Lillard is way better than James Harden narrative. Where are we coming up with that, bro? Are we? Where? I gotta know. I'm a little confused, bro.
I mean, theoretically, he's not. They're in a similar bracket, but ultimately, like the reason I think people feel that way about James Harden is because, he's had traditionally not fared well in elimination games or when the games matter the most. And in key moments, for besides, he did have some good games in this series, so you can't knock him completely. But like he has games where he's like clearly below a certain threshold of performance. And Dame Lillard tends to elevate himself in key moments. Also, he hasn't had as many key moments potentially as James Harden, so there's something to be said for that as well. But
Bryce,
also,
G already told you, bro. G already told you. It's the reason this narrative is running wild is because of the heart. Like, what is James Harden missing? What do you need to get you over the hump in a game 7? What separates the good players from the all time greats? Heart in the game 7 in the fourth quarter when it matters most. If I give you the ball, are you going to be that dude? And Dame has shown us that he is that dude, and James Harden has shown us that he's the opposite. So I think that's why this narrative is going so crazy right now, and I think that's on James Harden. If he wants to change that, then he's got to show up when it matters, not in the regular season. He can have more points in the regular season, more assists in the regular season, and all that. The reason this narrative is going crazy is because he doesn't show up in crunch time.
Yeah,
Rome, you crazy. First off, Embiid was out game 1. And that's one of the 3 games that the Sixers won, all right?
The only good game James
Let's
Harden
not
had.
forget that. Let's not forget no Embiid versus the healthy Celtics in the first game. James Harden had to lead the team by himself. Got the W, bruh. Scruff got on this jump telling me how important it was that James Harden led the team on his own, bruh. How much that meant. Yeah, y'all told me this. And I was like, yo, that shit was impressive. I was impressed by that. I even told you, I'm like, yo, I'm in the group chat like, yo, James is on some different shit today. But they lose in game 7. Y'all just act like that shit never happened.
Bro,
that's not what I'm saying.
There's one more point to add onto this. Because what you saying, Rome, would be real well and good if James Harden didn't already have that game 1 and put the team on his back, and if 2, Embiid didn't score 17 points, or was it 15, or was it 16?
Yo, Bryce, last week
Harden hit the game winner in game 4.
Bryce, last week you told me the most important games in an NBA playoff series was game 5 and game 7. How many points did James Harden give me in the most important game of this series?
Okay.
9.
Okay.
9. You want to talk to me about game 1? That's probably the least important game of the 7-game series. So by your own logic, game 7 is vastly more important. And where was James Harden?
Right. But while you're doing this, you're taking you're telling me is the second most important player, right? And you're putting most important player status on him right now. So why are you giving the second most important player, in your estimation, most important?
I never said he was the second most important player.
Hold on, look. You're giving the most important player blame. Because at the end of the day, if I got 2 players, one is 1A and one is 1B, right? And we take the L in game 7, I'm looking at 1A, but I'm looking at the whole public, the whole Twitterverse, the whole sports fans. They looking at James Harden like he's the 1A, bro. No, he's not. But guess what? When he was the 1A in game 1, what happened?
Bro.
But y'all forgot about
that shit, though. You know why I forgot about game 1, Bryce? You know why I forgot about game 1? Because Bryce came on Sports for the Culture, my favorite sports show, by the way, and told me that game 5 and game 7 are the most important games of any series. So I zoomed in on James Harden for game 7. And you know what I found? I found 9 points. I found 1 for 5 from the 3-point line.
You know what the Sixers, if the Sixers were geniuses, know what they would have done? It was an Embiid. Sit your ass down for game 7. Because in game 1, my man James Harden went off, bro, and put the team on his back. All right. But guess what, bro? If you had, this is the problem. This is the real problem with the Sixers, right? And this is the same problem that they could end up having when they bring in Dame Lillard, right? And I respect James Harden. I respect the hell out of James Harden for the season he had this year, yo. When you've been a 1A, bro, it's hard to become a 1B. It's hard to become a 1B, bro, when you always been a 1A. In fact, yo, very, very few players can do it, dog. Like, and be successful and win a championship as a former 1A and now you're a 1B. Now players that was always a 1B, they can ascend to being an even better 1B. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you've always been a 1A, like a Harden, like a Dame Lillard, it's difficult to take a back seat. And the way the NBA is now, bro, somebody always has to take a back seat, bro. Somebody always.
James Harden not only took a back seat, he got his blanket. He got real comfortable, got a little hot chocolate. Like, my man was MIA completely, bro.
Oh,
like, and so Bryce, let me ask you this.
He played better than Embiid.
Before we go on, okay, that's fine. We can throw shade at Embiid too, but this was about Dame Dollar and James Harden. So before we move on, I just need to know, Does Dame Dollar show up in Game 7, or does Dame Dollar go out there and give you 9 points? In your
I mean,
opinion,
If Dame Dollar
you gotta
shows
be
up
in
in
the
Game
playoffs to
7,
show up in Game 7, though. That's what I'm saying. He ain't,
hey,
you know what I mean?
but look, let's put it like this, bro. If Dame Dollar shows up in Game 7 and Embiid doesn't, guess what, bro? They're still taking the L, bro. They're still taking the L. So all that shit you talking don't matter. And that's my point, is you're giving 1A blame to 1B. And we just overlooking 1A who didn't do shit, bro. Who didn't do shit. Who had under double-digit rebound. I watched
if he was 1A in Game 1 when Embiid was out, and Embiid was playing like trash in Game 7, why didn't he just become 1A? Why did he shrink? Why did he shrink until he was 3C damn near?
I tried to address this before you. I knew you was going to do this wrong, so I tried to address it before you got there. And I said how hard it is to be a 1A and having to be put in a 1B place. But guess what? When it was time to be that 1A again, what did Harden do, bro? What did Harden do? What they should have did was ran the whole offense through Harden after they seen Embiid was on some bullshit in the first half. All right, cool. Embiid, you on some bullshit. Hey, Harden, we running the offense through you, bro. That's what I would have done as a coach.
I don't know how you run the offense through 1 for 5 from the 3-point line, but
I mean, you might be on to something there a little bit, Bryce. I mean,
Embiid was over 3. All right. Would you rather have 1 for 5?
He was over 4. He was over 4.
Over 4. All right, my bad. Now remember it was over 3. I had a parlay. I needed him to hit 1-3.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you might be right on that one thing, Bryce. They could have switched the game plan. One thing, I ain't trying to scapegoat nobody. I'm gonna start by saying I ain't trying to scapegoat nobody today. Feel me? Sixers lost as on a lot of reasons, mostly because they didn't show up. The biggest players are supposed to show up, and the biggest players didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? And you point. I didn't really like how Embiid seemed like he was trying to blame switch a little bit. You know, and ultimately Doc Rivers ended up being the scapegoat this year, I guess, because he got fired, right? But I think that really came down to James Harden. From what I heard on the inside, is that James Harden didn't like Doc Rivers. He doesn't like playing for Doc. It was basically they had to decide between Doc Rivers and James Harden. So this may be indicative that James Harden will be back. But I wouldn't be surprised if James Harden went elsewhere, because we don't know what James Harden really wants. You know, maybe he just wants to go back to Houston, just get a check, you know, and go to the strip club and go back to where he's comfortable, man. Or maybe he wants to go and ring hop again with KD. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what James Harden wants. It's hard to tell. But you know what I'm saying? I think we should stay flexible. I mean, I don't think it's James Harden's fault. B got to step up. But them boys quit. Why did they quit? Only they know in their heart, man. But it happened in the third quarter. They quit in the third quarter. And Doc Rivers, maybe he's part of it. Maybe he quit on them. But also, last time I seen Doc Rivers, this happened to Doc Rivers, they hired the assistant. And the assistant, Tyronn Lue, ended up becoming one of the best coaches in the league. So, you know, I think with these big teams, when you're this close, I don't think you just got to throw it away. You know, on Sunday, if you would have asked me about this, I would have said, you know, blow it up. Trade everybody, fire everybody. But you know, I think this is how I know I'm growing as a person, as a fan. I don't understand how I process my feelings and shit. You know what I'm saying? I need a couple of days to process my feelings. I don't process my feelings and shit. I could see that the Sixers just need to shuffle some things around. We were pretty close to getting there, but you know, and you got to get some experience. And them heartbreaks, they hurt. Heartbreak Hotel checked in yet again for the 76ers. They're regulars this time of year. It is what it is, man.
Nah, you on to something though, bro. Because like in today's NBA, bro, and you know, first off, let me backtrack real quick. We play devil's advocate on this show a lot, bro. Like we take stances in the instance, and we end up battling each other about it when really we be knowing the answers, bro. So it's not like I think that James Harden had no role to play in that loss. All right, like I'm not taking all blame away from James Harden. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a point that Embiid should be blamed more. But, Scruff, you bring up something great, bro. This is valuable experience for the Sixers. And if they just do the old bait and switch, you know what I'm saying? Got James Harden for a year and a half or whatever it is, move on from him because you didn't get a championship, so you move on from Doc, James Harden, the whole cast. Like, bro, you're just putting yourself in – I think you're getting further away from a championship by doing that. Look at the team you lost to. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Celtics. They got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart. that three-headed monster, that little core, has been together now for what? How many years, bro? 5? At least 5 years, right? At least 5 straight seasons. Same shit. You think they don't know exactly what to do when 2 minutes hits, bro? You think they don't know exactly whose role is what in in crunch time? Like, it's just a different level when you've played with somebody for a certain amount of time. And the NBA has gotten so far away from that. I feel like, teams that can stick together will start having an advantage over teams that were formed in an instant. It's gonna, maybe it'll take some time for that to show. But the more teams look how the Warriors have benefited from it over the years, bro. Like, bro, even like, the Warriors are so good once it hits under 3 minutes, you almost thought they was going to come back and get the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, a part of me is like, oh, they down 18, but they still in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just know what to do because they know each other that well in those moments. And, bro, NBA got to get back to that, or it's going to be some teams that are worse talent-wise winning championships because they got that continuity. I can't wait for that to happen, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, you gotta shuffle things around a little bit, Maybe a different coach will do that for you. Maybe you tweak a few things. Maybe you get a couple bench players. You know what I'm saying? They don't really got no bench. But to me, it's like when you make all them trades, Sixers be so desperate to try to get a star. They missed out on guys that could have been pieces for these championship teams. You seen a guy like Landry Shamet going off for the Suns. You seen a guy like Mikal Bridges was literally the star for the Nets this season. We traded him. We drafted him on draft night. We traded him for what reason? So we could get a star. We were trying to get Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard never played for Philly. You know what I'm saying? Why are we missing out on these pieces? We traded Drew Holiday to start the process. He was a key piece in Giannis winning a championship. Imagine if we could have kept some of these pieces. After a while, you start mortgaging things for the star. You start ending up with a little residual. You a little light in the pockets when it comes to when you got to dig into that bench. Is what it is.
Nah, facts. So interesting to see how this will play out, man. I think it's going to be a real cool offseason, bro. I think we're going to have some major shakeups in the league.
So you don't trade Tobias Harris?
Well, he's on the last year of his contract for heaven's sake, and that's what I'm saying. Every decision, your life is full of choices, bro.
I chose Tobias over Jimmy.
We gave 100. We gave a max deal to Tobias Harris. He getting 40 million a year. Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. We signed the summer that we signed Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons to max contracts. Arguably set us back like 5 years. And then we signed Al Horford that same summer.
Yeah, but if I remember, you're right. We don't got to get into those details, but that's a good point, man. Every move matters, and yeah, bro. Team building in the NBA can be done so many different ways, yo. And it's going to be interesting to see which way kind of proves to be the best way. Right now, I feel like getting a team and sticking them together for a while is the best way.
Agree. You said the word, Bryce, and I like that word, team building. That's why you got to stop star hunting and you got to start team building, bro.
Yep. All right, well, let's keep it pushing. And speaking of team building, there's a team in the NBA that may have got the biggest building block in the last 3 decades. I'm talking about Victor Wembanyama, man. I'm talking about the NBA draft lottery. I'm talking about the San Antonio Spurs and Greg Popovich winning the NBA draft lottery. Bro, that shit felt rigged. I ain't gonna hold you. It felt rigged, man. G, you shaking your head. What you mean, bro? You think it was fair and square?
Fair and square, my boy. Fair and square.
You think that was fair and square, G?
You just a lottery man. You always playing the lottery every year, bro. It never fails. That's why you haven't hit.
Bro, how is it? All right, man. If you want to believe that, G, I guess you can believe everything they selling you.
Almost just about.
So let's
I've
get
seen
into
someone
it,
pull flowers out of a newspaper, so I don't know.
Victor Wembanyama, bro. Like, first off, rigged or not rigged? Let's go around quick round the horn, man. Wrong, rigged or not rigged?
Oh man. I'm gonna have to go not rigged, man. I'm not really wanting to buy into all this. The NBA is scripted, the NFL is scripted, and all this, man. I don't think these entities have gone the route of WWE just yet, but I do think that they take notes. They take notes from one Vince McMahon, and they like to spice things up. I don't think they mind having shows like this one have a topic on if it's rigged or not rigged. I think that's part of the game now.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Like the good any publicity is good publicity type of thing. Yep,
Yes,
yep.
sir.
Getting that. All right, G, rigged or not rigged?
Non-reg, fair and square.
G, you sound like a company man today, my boy.
Let me fix my tie, sir.
Sounding like a real company man in these streets. Hey, Scrub, rigged or not rigged?
Yeah, that Jones rigged, bro. But come on, bro. How is not rigged? How is not rigged, bro? I'm gonna tell you it's not. I'm gonna tell you what. It might not be rigged every year, but when there's a Victor Wembanyama coming in the draft, they're not about to let that motherfucker go to the Charlotte Bobcats, all right, or the Sacramento Kings, or have a fuckboy ass coach coaching them up. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they gonna make sure that boy they fumble that bag. That could set the NBA back 20 years.
You talking about Pops?
Yeah. We talking about Pop. We talking about one of the best coaches of all time, coaching the best prospect of all time. When has that ever happened? Like,
what do you mean,
Tim
Duncan?
Tim Duncan wasn't the best prospect of all time. He was a damn good player, but I'm just saying, definitely one of the best centers of all time. But coming out, like, imagine if Pop would have landed like a LeBron James or something like that. You don't really see that. So I think the fact that you get a Pop with a Wembanyama is like kind of crazy, bro. That's like really...
that shit was more rigged than 3-card Monty, bro. I can see G right now in the corner, man, putting another dollar up on the box saying, yo, one more game, yo. One more game, bro. You probably play that 3-card Monty all night, getting your pockets cranked, man.
I don't know what that is.
3-card Monty, bro. They put the 3 cards in front of you. They show you the card. You got to guess which one it was.
Oh, a little thing like at the cap. Like
the most rigged shit. That's how rigged the NBA draft lottery is. In fact, bro, I'm not watching the NBA draft lottery again until they bring back the ping pong balls, bro. I'm not believing that shit until they bring back the ping pong balls, bro. I don't care, bro. Like they can say they did it backstage and shit, bro. No, I'm not buying that shit, bro. I'm not buying that.
Might I add that the Spurs opening up a new $500 million practice facility. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like they're expecting an influx of cash.
I'm telling you, that check already cleared, bro.
Come on, man. Shit crazy, bro.
That check already cleared. There's pathways in place, bro. How he ended up on the team with the most notable French players in the history of the game.
I know y'all believe in conspiracy theories of Illuminati, man. The way y'all talking. Y'all talking. What the fuck? He said Freemason. No, it's not that. I'm like, okay, bro. It was fair and square, bro. Ain't nobody trying to see no ping pong go around and around. And like, oh look, this is what you get to drive. Nobody cares about that.
But
that shit felt more fair. All right. Sometimes it's about the feeling, man. It felt fair, man.
That shit's some hocus pocus shit, them ping pong balls. That shit doesn't change the fact that it's fixed.
It don't, but it feels better, bro.
He said, I know the unknown.
It's like, I don't know, bro. Sometimes you gotta sometimes it's just the optics, man. It's just the optics, bro. Like, hey, don't let them have imagine if they had a draft lottery for the NFL, bro.
Nah.
Niggas would be pissed. Like, yo, you got that franchise quarterback right there.
Brad, the Cowboys will have the first round pick like 10 years in a row, bro.
Hey, bro.
Nah, but some franchises will get right. The Packers would be like the Spurs of the NFL. They always get right. They'll always find a way to get right.
Yeah. I can see it. But yeah, man, that draft lottery shit, that shit makes no sense, bro. Honestly, bro. I don't like it, man. Honestly, here's what they should do. Put the shitty teams or the bottom 6, put them teams in the tournament, and the winner gets the top pick. All right, I'm tired of rewarding this mediocrity, man. Like, put them in the tournament, winner gets the top pick. Make everybody play for something to the very end.
That's all right though. I like that. Maybe like the bottom 8
And give him that loser bracket. Put him in the doo-doo bowl, man.
for the bowl championship. If that was the case, Wembanyama would be definitely going to the Blazers.
Dame would have been that joint going crazy
They
trying to
would
get a
have been
running
going
mate.
crazy in that joint.
Trying to get a running mate, bro. You feel me? Like then Dame,
I tell you what, though.
No, then Dame couldn't complain. Then Dame couldn't be like, "Hey, nobody want to play with me." Nah, bro. Ball out, and you get Brandon Miller.
Shit.
You getting Amen Thompson. You hit that 3. All right, bro. Like I like this. Man.
That's not a bad idea.
All right, let's keep it pushing though, man. Let's get into these conference finals a little bit, bro. Let's start with the one that's on the TV right now, man. The Denver Nuggets, they're getting into the Lakers at the moment, up a dub in the third quarter. I picked the Lakers early. That pick's not looking too good right now. How are you feeling about this Western Conference Finals, man? Lakers, Nuggets. Damn, bro.
Lakers and siete.
Lakers said, ugh. Yeah, I feel like if it goes 7, I think LeBron gonna take that.
They're gonna take Denver. Gonna take the first game. It's only right. They had the former MVP or the MVP that should be considered MVP.
There
3
might be a theme
times.
in both these series, bro. Like if it goes 7, it's going to LeBron, it's going to Jimmy. If it goes 6, it's going to the Nuggets and it's going to the Celtics.
Yeah, I like that. I
like
do think
that.
if it goes 7, I could see the Lakers taking it, man. But honestly, I gotta go Nuggets in 6. I think the Lakers will put up some fight. I don't think we'll see much of that tonight. The way it's been looking last time I checked on the game. But I think the Lakers are a little bit outclassed, man. I think outside of like AD, Braun. I mean, they got good pieces, man, but like their pieces aren't as good as other people's pieces. And I kind of feel like the Lakers are lucky to be in the Western Conference Finals, which sounds weird because they're the Lakers, but they very much feel like a team that should be happy that they're here, as opposed to really looking to get to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, good point. Good point. They didn't have a tough road, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's
Yeah.
just be honest, bro. Like, were the Warriors good? I mean, yeah, we're going off Warrior legacy, but it's not like the Lakers. They didn't have that usual 7th seed road. If you're the 7th seed,
I feel like the Lakers emptied the tank in that too, man. I mean, I think that's why they're coming out so dead right now in this first game, man. I think it took a lot for the Lakers to get past the Warriors because, like you said, they are a good team, and that was probably their toughest test in the playoffs. And I think the Nuggets, man, I'm hoping 6. I could see 5, really.
yeah. If the Nuggets, if it goes 5, damn, that means they just spanked them. I don't see them spanking them with LeBron James and AD in there, but man, the Nuggets get off to a 2-0 lead. I think that series is over, bro. Like, I think the Lakers have to win one of these first 2 games, bro. 2-0 is over, in my opinion, this Nuggets series. I don't see them battling like that. Nah, they got to steal one.
Definitely got to steal one.
Yeah. Jokic playing out of his mind, bro. And this is like
12 rebounds in the first quarter. It's fucking crazy.
yeah, not fact. They shout out to the Caps. Go Caps, baby. We support the Caps out here. But
Damn, I'm
I feel like Jokic not winning the MVP low key took a little bit of pressure off of him, bro. And like he's playing free as hell this playoffs. And I think the public has been kind of hard on Jokic, bro. If I'm being honest, and I don't necessarily think it's his fault. I mean, Jokic's like what 27, 28. He got a whole bunch of basketball in front of him still. Not winning a championship after winning 2 MVPs, like not being into the hey, appreciate you, go Caps. Not winning like a championship after winning 2 MVPs doesn't mean you're not a real MVP, bro. But that was the narrative. So I almost feel like the reason Jokic didn't win MVP this year because he didn't go on a run last year. Like they were punishing him for not winning MVP and going on a run. But now it seems like he's just playing crazy, bro. He looked like he on prime Jokic, Super Saiyan Jokic right now.
Yeah. I'll say this about Jokic, man. If he beats AD, I say AD when healthy might be the best rim protector in the NBA. And if he beats AD and LeBron together, safe to say I'll be impressed. I'll go trade in my Joel Embiid jersey in the closet for a Jokic jersey and give him some respect. Honestly, because he's coming out playing like the way a real MVP would. I don't mean I would switch teams, Rome, you asshole. I'm just
No,
saying I'm gonna give him some
I
respect.
know that. I'm just saying, like, is you just now giving them some respect?
Yeah, I've been hating on him for a long time, to be honest.
Your hate, it's been blinding hate. It's been fake hate though. You've only hated on him. You've only hated on him because you felt compelled. You felt obligated to hate on him because you felt like your guy was being left in the shadows.
Right.
But now, but now that your guy got an MVP and didn't do shit after he got the MVP, we see that's not the case, right?
Yeah, I see things differently now. Yeah, quite differently. Also, also, I'll tell you one thing about Jokic. If you've never seen Jokic play a game live in person, I would highly recommend it. It's probably one of the most enjoyable basketball experiences I've had in the 21st century. You know what I'm saying? Like, legit. So, like, he's one of them players that's even better in person. And he's playing the way he's supposed to. I'm going to go ahead and flip-flop picks that I had said before that the Celtics were going to play the Lakers. And I'm going to go ahead and go total flip-flop. And I'm going to go ahead and say that the Denver Nuggets are going to advance to the finals. And they're going to play the Heat.
Well, I ain't going to lie. For a second there, I thought you was about to flip-flop on your MVP. I was like, oh, my man taking that MVP away from him.
Nah. Jokic shouldn't have really won 2 in a row. But he's a good player. So, I mean, 2-1, I'm good with that.
No, he should have won 2 in a row. He was good.
It was like Embiid, to me, Embiid getting MVP was like a makeup call. You know, when the ref messed it up before and they give you a makeup call, it's like a makeup call.
Yeah, now they got to go back to establishing some sort of like criteria for MVP, bro. I'm tired of them just making shit up, bro. Give it to the best player on the best team and then it means something again. But this just picking whoever you felt like had the best season shit, that shit is whack, bro. That shit don't mean nothing towards winning. That shit is whack to me, bro. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, like, yo, are we going to look back at all these MVPs like a lot of people did for Steve Nash's MVPs? Are they all just going to mean nothing, bro? Like, the All-Star already means nothing. I guess All-NBA is the last joint that means something, right?
Yeah, and that goes along with your Harden conversation, too. Because he had them MVPs and it didn't mean nothing in the playoffs, ultimately.
Yeah, facts. Although, let's not act like, you know what I'm saying, Harden wasn't making playoff runs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like Harden made real playoff runs. Then they went to the Western Conference Finals, right? And CP got hurt.
Yeah, but I think CP was part of that run too. Speaking of that, going back, I heard some rumors Harden might want to go to the Suns, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I think CP3 would be a good fit for the Sixers. We need some more stuff back for that though. But he not worried about getting his shots off. He'd just be a good veteran point guard. He actually might get, and he got some history with Doc. Oh, Doc got fired. Never mind. Take the whole thing back.
The off season is like you just making a wish list right now, Scott.
Nah, we probably gonna end up with Mike D'Antoni. I don't even know why I'm faking because you already know they gonna hit me with the Daryl Morey special. Daryl Morey said, "Okay, I'm in charge. Give me let me order James Harden, PJ Tucker, Mike D'Antoni, and Daniel House. Extra cheese."
That's a setup for a second round exit right there, boy.
Well, that's what they do. The Philadelphia Rockets and the Philadelphia Bulldogs.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the other side. When we got into the West a little bit, we didn't get too much into the East side though. How y'all feeling, bro? Bulls Celtics. This series, I think, is. I don't think no one would have predicted this series beginning of the season, bro. Like
you said, the Heat. You mean to say the Heat?
I'm sorry, Heat.
Yeah. I was waiting. I'm
sorry, Heat Celtics. Because yo, first off, I got something, bro. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if it's dyslexic or what, but like in my mind, when two teams are the same color, and especially if they've ever had the same player on them. Scrub, you know this, bro, because you've probably seen it happen plenty of times.
They be
Like,
sharing players though, because they
there are
had both had
teams,
Dwayne Wade and Jimmy.
bro. There are teams that trip me up, bro. Like the Heat and the Bulls, it's happened forever with them, especially because they've had players from teams that they players that played on both of those teams. And then like in college football, bro. Oh my God, bro. Kentucky and Memphis, dog. The way I mix up them players, bro, is vicious. And I literally know who went to Kentucky and I know who went to Memphis, bro. But it's like something in the noggin don't let me compute it properly, bro. So my apologies, yo. Heat, I almost said Bulls again. Heat and Celtics. Man, big series, bro. And not one I think anyone would have predicted. G, how you feeling about this one, bro? Do you think that I know Jimmy Butler is your guy, but do you think he's got enough in the tank to get it done against the Celtics, man? Hold on, I want to say one more thing too, G. I got to give you your credit, bro, because when everybody else was shitting on the Heat, you've been pretty consistent with your support for not only the Heat but also Jimmy Butler, and saying that you felt like he could kind of will his way through these series. So I want to put that out there.
He could. I think he could. I think with him and Bam Adebayo, I think that would be as long as Bam comes to play this series, I think they could win again, but in 6.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody earlier about that, and I was telling them how like I felt like Bam or Jimmy and Bam are like kind of a light version of LeBron and AD. It's like when both of them are on, that's just hard to beat because of the aspects of the game they both affect. Speaking about Jimmy and Bam, so I think you on to something with that, bro. Is Tyler Hero gonna be out, right? It's a big loss.
He's indefinitely. He's out.
Yeah, that's a big loss, man. Like, because that's the one thing playing them Celtics, bro. You're gonna need a little extra firepower. They got firepower for days, as Scruff can attest to. Scruff, you think the Heat got enough firepower to to match the Celtics?
Man, to be honest, like nah, because I picked the Celtics originally before we started talking about that. But one thing you had said had struck a chord with me, bro, and it was the we were talking about with Dame and James Harden, and then we were talking about the shit with players rising in the moments that matter. And you said that if it went to game 6 or 7, that it would favor the Heat. So I don't think it's gonna go less than 5 or 6. I don't think it's gonna go less than 6. So it has to favor the Heat, and that's why I switched sides. And the reason I switched sides is because I don't think you have to win every game, but you need to have games that you need to win in the games that matter. And one thing that Jimmy Butler has shown that he does is he does win in games that matter. Yeah, the Celtics have done that too. But to me, Jason Tatum was a little inconsistent, him being the best player on the team. Yeah, they got dogs around. They got tons of them. But I know Jimmy's going to pull up for at least 4 of those games, and he could get enough of the help performances from them other guys, because Miami got guys that are just nobodies, Joe Schmoes, just pull up and just start balling, like Max Strus. And who's the other dude that they got that's literally like he might be the same guy? They're like just chat GPT basketball players, undrafted guys. Max Strus, and who's the other guy? Who's the other guy that played for them? And he's another wing player.
You're not talking about Duncan.
No.
Nah. He's a light skinned fella.
Vincent?
Yeah, the same, almost the same guy. Troy
Vincent. Yeah, they are
Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent's a little smaller, but he's another dude, bro. He used to cook during the regular season, boy. Oh my goodness. You're right though. They got guys. They got randoms.
They do got Kevin Love kind of balling a little bit. Kyle Lowry, you know what I'm saying? They are definitely not as deep as the Celtics, but the Celtics have shown me a lot of inconsistency during the playoffs. To be honest, if the Celtics went 7 with us, they not really all the way there, bro. Because, like, really, they should have beat us. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, they were the much better team than the 76ers, if I'm being honest with myself, bro.
That's tough, bro. Much better? You think they was much better than y'all?
From top to bottom, yeah. We might have had the 2 most talented. We might have had arguably more talented pairs up top, but, like, the Celtics was, when them
way
guys
deeper.
wasn't doing whatever they was doing, it was way deeper. It was way bigger than them. The game 6 really told me a lot, bro, because
Pause.
the fact that the fact that we were getting blown out by the Celtics and Jason Tatum wasn't really even scoring was scary, bro. They were doing it with. Remember what I said, Bryce? It was Jaylen Brown, it was Marcus Smart, and it was Malcolm Brogdon. You know what I'm saying? They just hitting you with the. You know, they're just too much, bro. It's too much. But I don't know.
Yo, G got a few violations on you, bro. You got a few flags on the play, bro. You got about 30 yards of penalties right now.
Yo.
Yeah, well, G too homophobic.
Hey, there's a comment for the
Hey, go Commanders.
Shout out to you, bro. Keep them coming, man.
Jesus Christ. It's not even fucking January yet.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to chill. All right, G. I'm gonna need you to chill. We got sold.
Hey, we got a new owner, man. We're allowed to talk our talk right now, bro.
Hey, speaking on that, bro, y'all tell if we get based on the owner. I'm very familiar with that owner. Just so y'all know, I hope y'all know Ron Rivera better not get too comfortable because the Sixers just had their best season since AI, and they just fired the head coach. So Ron Rivera can't be doing that mid-level shit. He gonna be out on the next train smoking.
I'm smoking a Ron Rivera pack soon.
Get him off the table.
Ron Rivera might be playing. It might be coaching in college soon. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I hope my man Rivera make it at least one more year, bro. Let him finish out his contract, and I'm cool. But it is wild that like the Washington Commanders sell their team, or Dan Snyder sells his team, and literally a week later they have the most suites they've ever sold. Like in the last 20 years, they've tripled the amount of suites they've sold, bro. Like it's crazy.
I don't know how the vibe is in Maryland, Bryce, but it's been a happy couple days out here in VA, bro. I've seen more Redskins gear in May than I've seen in the last like 15 years.
Yeah, nah, facts, bro. It's been something similar. Bro. People are getting that feeling back. The stadium lights have been on. I don't know if Josh Harris told him, "Hey, it's my team now. Turn the stadium lights on." You know, I'm living in the stadium, bro. The stadium lit every night. I'm like, what's going on? All right. So let's make sure the lights.
Something's going on in there. They trying to hit you with the Batman light.
My man pulled up like said, "Hey, let's at least make sure the lights work in this motherfucker." All right, first things first. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes of that, man. I'm hoping it's not too drastic. I don't want them to move the team to Virginia, though, Ron. I know you want everything in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? You just want Virginia to just take over the whole world. You want it to be United States of Virginia. But
hey, I can see G getting sick because we about to turn this into a Commanders podcast, man. But I got some thoughts on that stadium coming to VA, bro.
Hell no.
RFK
and nothing. That's all.
$1.5 billion offer loading. So we'll see. Y'all know better than most, man. Money talks. People love RFK. I wanted to go back to RFK, but they're gonna go where the money go.
If that shit not by the Metro, I ain't ever gonna go to that game.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you now. They've been building the Metro to come out to VA for this exact reason. That shit is ready.
What? You might be on
I could go from Bryce crib to my crib basically right now. It's been in the works. VA is hungry for the Commanders, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. They added 6 stops to the VA side, so they might be on to something. There might be some Spurs practice facilities being built.
They're definitely trying to sneak a location out here.
Yeah,
man.
I ain't feeling VA, man. Not only does VA have some of the worst drivers in America, but
here we go. Are we bringing this on the show? Yo, that's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
If you've never driven in VA, if you've never driven in Virginia, you're lucky.
Yo, simple Google search. Simple Google search will tell you that there's vastly more accidents in Maryland because them motherfuckers are aggressive, bruh. Aggressive with a capital A.
That's because it's more densely populated, Rome.
Right,
more densely populated. Maryland is spread. Maryland got all kinds of populations. It's very rural in Maryland.
I don't know what statistics you go on and based off, but you know what I'm saying. Me and Bryce was talking about them studies that one day, and you know sometimes feelings is feelings is not always facts, but
Bro,
feelings
I
do
don't know. I don't know
dictate
how someone
stats.
from Jersey is in the conversation about driving, bro. Y'all are
Let
like
me tell you something.
historically
Let me
bad,
tell you
bro.
something. Let me tell you
Y'all suck.
something.
Y'all don't
Historically
know how to
bad,
drive
bro.
for
Let me
shit.
tell
Y'all
you
some
something.
hillbilly
Let me tell
fucks.
you something.
Y'all driving on dirt roads. Fuck out of here.
I
I
drove in
still see
VA.
horses in the street when you drive in VA. Don't talk crazy about you.
I
Fuck
drove
out
in
of here.
VA, bro. Some crazy
You're a
drivers,
country man.
You
some
wouldn't know what to
scary
do with a horse.
drivers. Yo,
Exactly. That's why I got a car. I go vroom
VA,
vroom.
VA, and
Trying to hit.
PA, worst drivers in America. VA and PA, book it. VA and PA, worst drivers in America.
Google Jersey slide in vehicle. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Hey,
It's true. Hey,
Maryland is the
only
only
real drivers
place.
know how to get through that. Y'all
Maryland, the
can't get
only
through that.
place I've had a driver actually follow me somewhere, bruh. Cause they're literally crazy, bruh.
That's
This
him.
motherfucker really pulled up to the 7-Eleven with me, like, yo, you cut me off like 4 lights back. I'm like, bro, I don't even remember that. I
Nah,
don't even
bro.
remember that.
I got a unique perspective, bro, because I've been dealing with these Virginia drivers since I started driving, and for some years I did live in New Jersey, and like I said, bro, Virginia got the worst drivers in America. New Jersey is a close second. All right, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Nah.
Y'all a close second, bro.
Nah. I can't
Y'all
take
not the
this
worst, all right?
disrespect.
We're not the worst in America, all right? But y'all a close second. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
while we're on the subject of driving in Virginia, man, I got a funny story that happened to me today, man. And I'm gonna tell this story, and I just want everyone to take heed. Don't be like me. Learn from this mistake, and don't have road rage. Like so, I was driving, and I may or may not have, got over into the lane. I might have cut somebody off a little bit, right? They were a little upset. They honk at me. I throw my hands up, maybe give them a little bird. Next thing I know, I see some flashing blue lights.
Give me a little bird.
So the moral of the story is be careful who you're getting mad at when you're in the car, bro. So some of these people are undercover.
Oh man.
Luckily, he was cool and just kept going by, man. But he definitely did that to fuck with me, and he won that battle, bro. He won that battle. So yeah, be careful who you get mad at in the car.
Hey,
You remember that?
Twitter's at good ass sports, by the way. My man in the
Yo,
comments.
why he flirting with Bryce for though?
I don't care as long as we getting the views. I'm good with it.
Hey, bro, this dude G was a whole Heat fan last week, bro. Nobody want to hear what you got to say, G. I mean, a whole Sixers fan. You was a Sixers fan last week. Now
Nah,
you
you said it
come back
right.
and
I
make
was
this
whole
young.
Miami Heat fan. I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking about.
hey, you got every team except your own right now, G. And I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Hey, come football season, G gonna be a Jets fan. Talking
You
about
know,
Aaron
Yeah, watch your
Rodgers.
mouth, yo.
hey, bro,
Watch
G
your
just
mouth,
selling
man.
himself. G just selling
Y'all
himself this
bugging.
year, bro.
Hey,
Y'all
hey,
bugging.
G said he got reciprocity.
Hey, look.
What's the pos? What the
Hey, look.
fuck?
Hey, you
Nah,
remember that
I just
meme?
got reciprocity today.
You remember that meme, bro? Where it was like every New Year they got the black woman. She's taking a step up to a new step, and it's like she's leaving the bullshit in the past. G's
Yeah.
next step is just another team. It's like Heat. The next step is like Jets. It's just like he's just walking up the steps, bro. It's a new team, dog. Like I don't like you, G. I was rocking with you when you was loyal, bro. I was rocking with loyal G, bro. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about G with the ball fade, man. I think it's the ball fade.
It's the ball fade. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm blaming, bro. But yeah, man. Hey, I think we hit about just about every topic tonight, fellas. Am I missing something?
No.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, man. Well, we gonna stay tuned to this Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals. See who comes out of this alive. I'm sticking with the Lakers and the Bulls. I keep trying to call them the Bulls and the Heat, but damn, I'm not feeling good about it right now, fellas. I'm not.
What's the Lakers score right now?
Man, they still getting hit by about 13 points. I got
Yeah,
wait
there
for
was only 14.
13? That might become backable.
not the way Jokic. Jokic like he toying with them boys, man. Like
Not
every
the
time
way
they
it's
need
looking.
one, he just finding a wide open person. Like every time I need one, he hitting the three. Like I don't think they're gonna take. I don't know. Never know what.
I'll tell you what, yo. I want to say one last thing, yo. I know we said this before, but they really need to make the MVP vote at the end of the conference finals or something like that, bro, or maybe like the championship, bro. Because if I would have been voting today, I would have even myself would have voted for Jokic, bro. Not gonna lie to you, based on the playoff run. But based on this game one only, actually, I would vote for Jokic because he coming crazy on them boys.
How many rebounds you got?
Go
22?
Go Caps. You right, bro. Bus drivers got the right of way everywhere. The bus drivers in DC, they will run your ass over, bro. Like they will run you over if you're in a car or you're a pedestrian. I don't care. It's a good point, man.
Yeah, man. DC tried to hit me up with them tickets, man. I had to get that reciprocity, man. Shout out to Rosa. Shout out to the Rosa joint. That's my jam out here. Feel me?
That's really why Maryland drivers are so terrible, bro. Because our roads are shitty. Them DC Maryland roads, them shits is trash, bro.
Wait.
We got real roads out here.
Nah, Rosa is this joint for like basically people that are residents in DC, but also have residency somewhere else. Just basically so I don't gotta get DC tags.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, they was about to make me switch.
But nah, you're right, Rome. We got some third world roads in DC for sure, bro. Like they don't fix them potholes, boy. Yo, I had this idea, bro. I had this Shark Tank invention one time. Now that they got they might already have this shit, but now that they got the self-driving cars, why don't they just have a self-driving pothole fixer? You know what I'm saying? A little joint that just drives around and just drops asphalt in the hole.
You talk about like you seen the jump for the rug, the little vacuum cleaner that just go by itself. Get one of them jumps for the street.
Just going up and down the road fixing potholes, bro. Like we needs that, bro. We needs that. All right. I mean, they could have been giving us the unbreakable tires, but they refuse to do that. So if you're gonna refuse to give me unbreakable tires when they already exist,
nah, they ain't never going. See, here's the thing, though, bro, and that's like the same thing. It all goes into each other. They don't fix the roads because the tire service get beat up. You know what I'm saying? I swear, bro, they was trying to get me. I swear, I'm starting to think this is a conspiracy. I think everything conspiracy. I whole time I'm Bryce when my window got broken in. I think they broken in my windows, so they would make me think I had to get my tag switched so they could get me to do all this other shit, bro. Stimulating the economy. Got the auto glass industry going up. My tires is fucked up. I gotta get new tires. The body shop up the street getting work. Like, goddamn, everybody got to eat, huh?
Don't even get me started on tires, bro. They'd be like, "Oh, do you want the snow tires or the all-terrain tires?" Motherfucker, I want the tires that go with everything. Like, what the fuck? Why would I pick tires specifically for the rain but not the snow? Give me the ones that do both. Like, come on.
It's
crazy. And they'd be like, four tires. And then they'd be like, "Well, would you like 4 tires, sir?" Yes. I came in here to get all 4 tires. Okay. Then you hear that price, you'd be like, tires.
What about if I just get 2?
They'd be like, "Well, actually, we'll give you a discount if you get all 4 today." Like, don't even get me started on tires, bro. I'll be ready to fight the mechanics, man. Like, I'm not stupid, bro.
I swear, bro. I went to this joint to get an oil change, bro, and like a week later, I had a flat tire, and I'm like, "Yeah, damn, y'all fix tires too, don't y'all?" I'm pulled up right on back of that motherfucker. And I'm like, "Yeah, I swear, y'all set me up."
They loved you.
And he's like, "Yo, by the way, you had to rotate them motherfuckers too." I'm just like, "Yeah, all right."
They seen you pull up. He said, Hey, Charlie, he's back. Charlie's like, I told you he'd be coming back.
Nah, man. Last time I needed some tires, bro, I got 2 tires. I go back to the same spot to get the inspection because we got to get a yearly NVA. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, your back right tire didn't pass." I'm like, "Y'all sold me that tire 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about, bro?" Like, they were like, "Oh, did we sell the back right? Did we sell the back right?" They were like, "Oh," I'm like, "Bro, I got the receipt." Like, what are you saying?
Tire.
That's what I was like, bro. So that's what I got him with. I'm like, "You can't sell me a failing tire." Like, they were like, "Oh, it must have been the tread from 2 weeks or so." I'm like, bro, like,
what?
Trying to play them games, bro.
That's bullshit, bro.
Like I said, I don't trust the tire people, man. These mechanics be trying to swindle you.
Yo, that's the wildest thing I've ever heard, bro. Like, you got the tire from them, went back to the inspection, and their tire failed.
If I didn't have the receipt, bro, they would have really tried to bam out. They were like, "Oh, he put the wrong one. It was actually the front right." I'm like, yeah, it's gotta be. I'm like, it's gotta be the front one. It can't be the back one. It can't be the back one.
Yo, them people crazy for that, man. That's out of pocket, bro. Out of pocket. All right, fellas. Hey, well, good stuff tonight, man. Pretty funny. It's gonna be a good one to watch back. Shout out to my guy Go Caps tapping in with us. My guy Ricardo Nash tapping in with us tonight, man. Y'all know how we end each and every show, fellas. Sports for the culture.
Lakers and Skip. Go Yankees.